Man, I got so much on my mind. And if I don't let it out, I'm gonna explode straight up. I'm sitting here looking at all these people around me, thinking if I wasn't an art, tell me where would they be? Most of them don't even care about Robert Kelly. No, they don't care about what I do, but some of them hang around me because I got money. Tell me what happened to my whole family. Can't they see him going through? Little brother really needs them. I was there for them when they needed me, yeah. Every mama come, y'all asses with the run. What type of shit is that? How would y'all turn your backs? People, they smile right in your face, then go and talk behind your back when they don't even know the facts. And some of y'all church folks pointing the finger at me, yeah. We already know only praying for it. We'll never get it right. Just have to push it out.
What you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass count, gotta make it last now. Start out slow, then I'ma beat it up. Hate on me, but no. Try to say stop when the beat say go. There you go again, that voice is watch you make your girlfriend come on, come on, come on. You've been waiting patiently, wondering when and where I be. It's the cousin ruckus in the industry, making this so she can't sleep.
What up, everybody? Trying to muster some energy to come bring y'all this real quick. It's kind of crazy. Thank everybody for giving me shout outs. The folks that been checking on me. Thank y'all. Oh man, it's hard. This is a hard thing. I never had the flu in the summer before. So, this was going on. Nah, I ain't feeling much better. I'm about to sweat this stuff out. I gotta drink some tea and stuff. And I'm sitting under these hot lights. But hey, I ain't gonna be long. I'm gonna get up out of here. Hold on. Alright, Facebook not going. Alright. So, we seen Brother Don Russell pop up on platforms. Hold on, I'm turning this down, hold on. They going to war. For y'all that don't know, the Bucks are up by 4, 70-74. But we seen Brother Don Russell. We seen Brother Don Russell jump on platforms. It's crazy. I want to say shout out to everybody that's here. Love every last one of y'all. But it puzzled me because Tim Savage reappeared today. And in this message that Tim Savage have for Don Russell, it puzzles me because the message he have is cryptic. I said the message that he have is cryptic. It have a lot of innuendos in it. Hey, Faces and Beyond. Hey, Candy World. Man, I'm trying to get through this. You see, I'm wearing a turtleneck. Man, this and actually the shirt is soaking wet right now. But the message that he sent was cryptic. And when you see people come up with cryptic messages like this, that means they got something cooking. As Kwame Brown say, you got mama's cooking. But I'm going to put a little daddy seasoning on it today. So we're going to listen to what Tim Savage had to say. Let me see if I can do this without that. So can y'all hear me good now? Can y'all hear me real good? Do I need to bring the mic closer? So I'm going to let y'all see. Miss Hot Pink, hey. Big Baby Pernell, hey. Lanai, hey. J-Rock, what's going on, man? I'm trying to hold on in there. Trying to hold on. So, the cryptic message is this right here. I'm going to show it. Let me show it. This thing is cryptic as hell. It's only a minute and 14 seconds, but listen to this.
You know, I don't expect nobody to be up this time of night. Got one thing to say. There's a lot of things gonna go on. A lot of people don't want to go on, but it's gonna happen. Don Russell, you make too many mistakes. They gonna come back to bite you in your ass. Period. Brother, I'm quiet for a reason. You make too many mistakes. I'm not gonna be on here. Not long at all. I just want to say that. Too many mistakes. Jocelyn, Daddy love you. Just can't wait to see you. That's all.
Now, it puzzles me because if anybody paid attention to what he said, first he started off, I didn't expect nobody to be up this time of night. So it dawns on you, what are you talking about? And then he said, you make too many mistakes. He quiet for a reason. Everybody know he play them games. So when you hear people who's indicted jump out there with reckless abandonment, it's like they got everything in control. But then you see a foe jump out there and say what he said. I'm going to ask this question. The last time we heard Tim Savage and Donnell Russell communicate, it was about money, right? So, since it was about money, then you have Donnell get indicted and all this. Now, mind you, I told y'all about 1.3 that he supposed to came, but that Don Russell supposed to have came in to play with, right? Now, all of a sudden, you have Tim Savage pop back up and say you making too many mistakes. If that don't intrigue your psyche, nothing will. So my question is, what mistakes is Don Russell making? Because that's my next thing. He said, matter of fact, I'm going to let you hear it again. Pay close attention to the way he's talking. Check it out.
You know, I don't expect nobody to be up this time of night. Got one thing to say. There's a lot of things gonna go on. There's a lot of people don't want to go on, but it's gonna happen.
Stop. There's a lot of things that's going to go on that a lot of people don't want to go on. Okay. If the focal point is R. Kelly, who's the a lot of people? And what's these things that's going to go on? Let's pay attention.
Don Russell, you make too many mistakes. They're gonna come back to bite you in your ass. Period.
That's a threat. Now, Queen B said, I seen this video about an hour ago. She said, Queen B said she seen the video about an hour ago. And it gave her, hold on. She said, I seen this video about an hour ago. It gave a funny vibe. I feel like Tim Savage is mad at Don for not following his diabolical agenda. Or could it be Don ain't give nobody none of that 1.3 million? Because remember, Tim always said, I'm going to get my millions, right? So, if he going to get his millions, maybe he knew that Don was going to get the 1.3 million. Make it make sense. And I'm starting to feel like a lot of people that be on YouTube were supposed to be cut into that 1.3 million. And then when they ain't get theirs right up front, it became a problem. But see, I'm a man of action. I watch people's actions. You can't start out going after somebody and then want to retreat in mid-form. If you're going to go after them, you got to go after them. And you can't play that game. You can't go and then retreat, then go again, then retreat, then go again, then retreat. You can't do that. If you're going to go, you got to go. So, let's finish.
Bite you in your ass. Period.
Then he said, it's going to come back and bite you in your ass, period. Why all these periods? But then, nobody paying attention to the way Tim talking. It sounded like he had a stroke or something. Am I the only one that see that? It's like he had a stroke. Let's finish. Whatever's going to happen, I think Carol can't get right.
Brother, I'm quiet for a reason. You make too many mistakes. I'm not going to be on here. Not long at all. I just want to say that. Too many mistakes. Jocelyn, Daddy love you. Just can't wait to see you.
Nobody a fool. Check this out. It's no matter if it's a new video or old video. It is what it is. It's a cryptic message. Sit back and learn. And stop trying to create mischief on channels. I don't have that over here. We don't deal with them type of vibes over here. And then he says, Joycelyn, I can't wait to see you. I'm sorry. But if I heard that type of message, I'm going to come and see you because I want to know what the hell you talking about. That's me. I ain't going to play around with you. I ain't going to do none of that. I'm going to come see you. And if it's an issue, it is what it is. So on to my second part. Because matter of fact, I'm going to do this. I'm going to add. No, I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Hoping I feel better. Because I got an update from Mama Reed about Charlemagne. From Charlemagne's uncle. This is what I'm going to tell you. It's not good. It's not good. And I'm going to break it down tomorrow. So, while I'm at it, y'all know the big fallout. And y'all heard. Well, when first y'all read it, Greenberg put it in pacer. He want to resign and all this. Then you hear he got fired. I told y'all that same night he got fired. But that was eventually coming down the pipe. I'm going to tell people, you hear the rhetoric, you hear the drama. Oh, R. Kelly got new lawyers and this and this and this and this. Until you see it, don't repeat it. Because you have people out there that's waiting to try to flip everything somebody say because they want to be first to do it all. If you don't see it, don't repeat it. But I was trolling today. Sick and all. Laying on the bed. And the way I have my TV, I can speak to whatever channel I want to go to. So I was trolling all channels today. I trolled everybody's channel today. I just never said nothing. I seen some stuff I didn't like. I seen some stuff that I liked. I seen some stuff that made me laugh. Shout out to Tommy Sotomayor, man. You crazy as hell. Angry man, don't forget, when I get better, we gotta link up. You gotta show me how to do certain things on that Mac. But back to the R. Kelly situation. You seen the big debacle, and everybody saying Steve ain't for Robert. But the funny part is, the same people who said Steve wasn't for Robert was the same people that ran down there to Steve to try to screw Doug up because they didn't like me. Now, Doug is one of the best lawyers out there. 25 years, got a resume out this world. His win-loss ratio, better than Steve. Thomas Fernelli, great guy. Great guy. Great guy. I'm going to be honest. Any one of them can take lead. I'm going to be honest. Even though I came out the other day and I said I root for Doug for lead, I watched Tom too. I studied Tom. I watched Nicole. I studied a little bit I seen on Nicole. I watched Doug. I studied Doug. Often people shoot for the big name. Oh, R. Kelly need Mesereau. So what did Mesereau do for Bill Cosby? I wish I had that button. I can hear it right now. Planner! But what did Mesereau do for Bill Cosby? See, I'm doing too much. Doing too much. Dana, you got to know how to tone it in. Mesereau's a good guy. But do you know lawyers have classifications? If you listen to... I'm working on my last brow tattoo tonight. I'm listening. Okay, cool faces. If you listen to when people say things about Mesereau, what often comes...
Here's a result from search.
Okay, Google, stop. What often comes behind the name Mesereau? Normally what comes behind Mesero is plea. Blanket. And if you listen to the con, he said Robert needs Mesero to come in and blanket this shit. Then he said Robert needs some other PR guy to blanket and suppress what's going on in the press. I'm stuck. Why do Robert need a plea deal lawyer when he's innocent? Can somebody help me make sense of that? Why do you need a plea deal lawyer when you're innocent? When you're innocent, you don't need to take a plea. And you don't need a plea deal lawyer. I think right now there's enough stuff out there to prove Robert's innocence in New York. You'll hear the opposition over there that say, oh, he done. He done. No. I think the show just getting started. I think the show just getting started. Everything before that, it was the prelude. But Greenberg and the other guy, they filed their paperwork. And everybody was there with that, right? But nobody took upon the paperwork that came out yesterday. Or should I say last night. Haven't seen nobody read this. Haven't seen nobody read this. Now, somebody told me today that somebody said that Rob is having one of my homies from L.A., a lawyer from L.A., a good friend of mine from L.A., coming in. Well, I'm going to say this. Where there's no funds, you can't get nothing like that. And I call him my homie because one of my homies and one of my cousins that's locked up in the feds now had him, retained him. And if it wasn't for that lawyer, my cousin be dead right now. Because they probably would have killed him in the system. But he fought and he got life in federal jail. Not natural life, he got life, which is only 25 years. I don't glorify gang activity, but that's where we from. So, let's tap into, since we heard Greenberg's side, let's tap into Tom Fernelli's side and Nicole Blank Becker's side. Says the law office of Thomas A. Fernella, PC, June the 9th, by electronic filing. United States of America versus Robert Sylvester Kelly. Now, this is what you call proper form. This is proper form. And what he did here, he boxed the United States of America into a person. So now, the United States of America going to have to produce a response to this. This is a catch-22 letter. But he said, Dear Judge Donnelly, this firm, as well as the blank law firm, represent Robert S. Kelly. We respectfully submit this motion in accordance with Local Criminal Rule 1.1, which incorporates by reference Local Civil Rule 1.4 regarding the withdrawal or displacement of attorneys of record. That rule in turn provides that such a motion may be granted only upon a showing by affidavit or otherwise of satisfactory reasons for withdrawal or displacement, and the posture of the case, including its position, if any, on the calendar. Hold on, wait. If any, on the calendar, Mr. Kelly has terminated retained counsel Stephen Greenberg and Michael Leonard on June the 9th, 2021. Mr. Kelly appeared before the court and stated on the record that he wants to proceed with the undersigned and has terminated Mr. Greenberg and Mr. Leonard. Additionally, Mr. Kelly's decision would not affect the trial date and deadlines currently scheduled. The Sixth Amendment of the United States Constitution guarantees Mr. Kelly's right to counsel of his choice. The Supreme Court has held that the right to select counsel of one's choice has never been derived from the Sixth Amendment's has never been derived from the Sixth Amendment's purpose of ensuring a fair trial. It has been regarded as the root meaning of the constitutional guarantee. United States versus Gonzalez Lopez, 548 U.S.140, 2006. For the foregoing reasons, Mr. Kelly respectfully submits that the court relieve Mr. Greenberg and Mr. Leonard as attorneys of record in this case. Respectfully submitted, Thomas A. Fernella, Nicole Becker Blank, counsel for Robert Sylvester Kelly. So as I read this, right, I'm going to tell you my thoughts of that conference call. I thought Greenberg was unprofessional. I thought Greenberg has only did what he has demonstrated in the dark. At the end of the day, it's not good to, or don't feel good to be relieved. But when you do things to bring things on yourself and you walk around feeling like you the best thing since Swiss cheese and sliced bread, life have a way of humbling you. And I just think his humble day was the day that he got fired. And that part, you don't throw another attorney under the bus, because you never know when you got to work with that attorney. Now, the lie that he told on Twitter was stupid. Somebody said you got fired from the Drew Peterson case. He said, no, I didn't. That was the other guy. And the other guy got disbarred. They spammed him. They put every clipping of Greenberg getting fired underneath that post. I just shook my head. Because at one point or another, all of us had a Greenberg moment. We got above ourselves and we forgot about Robert. We forgot about the mission. So we got into ourselves. I see a lot of the finagle. But the question is this: it can only affect you if you partake in it. I'm not partaking in no finagle. It's about Robert. So with that being said, Greenberg reminds me of Stinkmeaner. Everybody can have a nigga moment. And I think Greenberg had one in court. He came in with the macho voice, the macho posture, and the fuck you attitude. Now, I'm going to go here. I'm not going to break bread with you. And then when things go left for you, and you turn on me, I'm going to put some crazy shit out there on you. No. It don't work that way. And when he put out there about the mental part, pretty much you're alluding to that they're not competent enough to be on a case. Well, if they're not competent enough to be on the case, I got one question to ask. Why were you not competent enough to pick up all materials for the case? Oh, that's another story. But Queen B said Greenberg should not have gone to social media. That was very tacky. He should have been more professional working previously with a high-profile client. I agree, Queen B. But I'm going to ask you a question. How would you feel when you being badgered by fanatics and you picking up phone calls and you getting all these stories and you caving into certain people and you going on TV shows and doing interviews at small time radios and stuff, and your client is sitting there? How would you feel if you felt as though you had it all in the bag and then you get fired because you had it all in the bag? You was cocky, you doing whatever you had to do, living any kind of way, but you had it all in the bag. Just the day that you had it in the bag, your bag had a big ass hole in it. How would you feel? Because me, I try to put myself in Greenberg's shoes. Me, honestly, I wouldn't have got on the call. If I had already put it in, and then I already know you fired me, I ain't getting on that call. I ain't taking nothing else from you. There's no need to talk. None of that. I would have put a note in Pacer and filed it under seal. I want out now. Why? The client fired me. Evidently, I'm not adequate. I don't want to create no further distractions. So I'd rather file this under seal. I wish the client the best. But in that phone call, Greenberg wished not the client. He said it was a pleasure working with the prosecutors. It's a pleasure working with prosecutors, huh? Well, I know y'all got to talk. I know that. I know y'all got to congregate. I know y'all got to compare notes and all that. But when you have wild out fanatics the way that... What up, Brooke? When you got wild out fanatics the way that Robert Sylvester Kelly have, right? And you got friends that really, really fucks with Robert. You can't say certain things. Not publicly. When you don't even acknowledge the client, but you acknowledge the prosecutor, that's in a wrong flag. The flag of what's going on. What all are you giving the prosecutors? That's what flag it sends. Brooke said I caught a headache. Brooke said I caught a headache. Hey, man. This weather is crazy. Every time the weather changes, I get sick. But not like this, though. Yeah, J-Rock. It's 2-1 Bucks. I meant 2-1 Nets. But these are things that everybody need to look at. That part was what I was talking about, the end. Yeah. You always pay attention to the... You always pay attention to the intro. The middle is okay. But you better pay attention to that goddamn ending. Because that ending sets up to determine if it's going to be a continuation or a part 2, or if it's really the end. That sounds like a continuation to me. I can't prove it. But at this time, I wouldn't put nothing past nobody. Brooke said, sending a massive hug and kiss to all. I'm listening. My head killing me. Brooke said, her head about to explode. Queen B said, Mr. Kelly's a universal icon. Someone of his magnitude. Matters have to be handled strategically with special care in private. I totally agree. So let me ask y'all this question. And I don't want y'all to be biased. Georgia girl said, seems like Greenberg gave up, not R. Kelly. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask y'all a question, Miss Lady T. Hey, I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and I don't want to be, and I don't want nobody to be biased. But do anybody know who Josh Duggar is? If you know who Josh Duggar is, say yes. If you don't, say no. Because I'm trying to figure out something. So, Chris Starry said no. Josh Duggar is the man from 19 Kids and Counting. He's the one that molested his 5-year-old daughter, his 3-year-old daughter, and molested a bunch of other girls and put it on video at his work and at his home. And he also molested his 2 sisters, his 2 youngest sisters. Monica said yes because of you, Dana. He went for trial. Well, but he went and got indicted, and he spent 3 days in jail. He's a Caucasian guy, short, fat. So the federal government said he's a danger to the community, and he's a flight risk. Pay attention. He's a danger to the community, and he's a flight risk. So his defense said, how is he a danger to the community? The government said, easy. Look at how many young girls he's raping and molesting. That's easy. Why would you let him out? And he raped his 2 youngest daughters and his youngest sisters. So why would you rape? I mean, why would you even let him out? He's a scum of the earth. He's touching kids and recording them. And they went and got all the evidence on him. So they say he's a flight risk. The defense counsel laughed. And the judge said, what's funny? They got so cocky in court, they said, we're going to let our client tell y'all why he not a flight risk. This mofo stood up in court and said, I'm too famous. I can't go nowhere. So now we have Robert Kelly. They say he's a danger to the community. Greenberg say, well, Your Honor, how? And they break it down. But he don't have nothing on tape with 5-year-olds and underage people. He don't have none of that. I don't even know if he have tapes. I wasn't there. And I ain't going to look for another man tape. So I don't know if he got one or not. Ain't none of my goddamn business. Shit. And then I'm going to keep it a buck. Everybody go through the taping phase. Make that make sense. But I guess it's only selective rage. But let me finish. So they say he a danger to the community. Instead of Greenberg fighting it, he said, okay, and caved. He said he's a flight risk. He said, how? They said he's a flight risk because he's well known. That goes untouched. So I'm going to ask y'all, who's more famous? Josh Duggar or R. Kelly? Josh Duggar got on TV for having 19 kids. Actually, he had 27 kids. R. Kelly been on everything worldwide, global. So if Josh Duggar is too famous to go anywhere, how in the hell you think Rob gonna go somewhere without being noticed? That's what I'm saying. Ask that man. He found this tape in the attic. I'm just trying to figure out some things now. So I got emotional because I'm like, how this nigga gonna put in that he quit when I know for a fact that boomerang coming? So it kind of scared me a little bit because it left me in a sense of what the hell is going on, really. So when you hear people take credit saying that they got Greenberg fired, no, it didn't. It was when people. It was when they wasn't fighting hard enough for Robert. I'm gonna be honest. I would have been taken, and see, that's me. I would have went and got Josh Duggar's motion, chopped that up, and put it in Robert motion, and made my own motion. And when y'all would have been going to court, and Donnelly would have been like, well, we got another motion. Yes, we do. We got a motion for house arrest. I don't want my client behind the motherfucking bars. Y'all see what's going on and with Jixlene Maxwell right now? How in the hell she get a purple eye on the inside of her eye? Make that make sense. That's no way for somebody who's supposed to be innocent to be held. Which makes me say these laws have to be revisited. Because if you're innocent until proven guilty, why are you detained as an inmate? Treated as an inmate. But you're innocent though. These are things that nobody else is talking about. This is the real intelligent conversation. Because if you're telling me I'm innocent, but I gotta get up at 6:30 in the morning because I gotta watch other people go to court. I gotta eat breakfast at 7. I gotta eat lunch at 12:30. I gotta eat dinner at 5:45. Sometimes 6 o'clock, and depending on where you at. If I'm innocent, I should be able to walk in my house and eat when I want. Mike Jones, what up, bro? I should be able to walk in my house and eat what I want. If I got to put an ankle monitor on, okay, cool. I got to be in the house at 6, fine. When the box go off, it's going to detect that I'm right here in the house. But I shouldn't have to eat, sleep, drink, piss when y'all want me to. It's a difference. And that's what people need to start fighting against. When they talk about injustice, it's not just the way they doing you. No. And in order for them to unjustly treat you any kind of way, they got to gain jurisdiction, personal jurisdiction. How they get personal jurisdiction? They come and lock your ass up. And what people don't understand is, if they don't have a judicial judge's signature, it's not valid. So you gonna come and try to lock me up, and you got a magistrate signature on there? Nigga, I want to see your supervisor. You ain't touching me. Oh no, you got to comply. Says who? I am not the property of. Who sent that warrant? Oh, the United States of America. Who is the United States of America? I've never met with that. I've never had an issue with the United States of America. So why are they coming after me? Can you produce the United States of America? See, there's a difference when you can stand as a man. And I think I'm going to start getting back to them classes this week. Because when you see stuff like what Khan pulled off, I applauded him. But the problem is, it's 4 steps to that. You only did 1. Ask yourself why you haven't heard nothing else about the rest of the steps. Because it's dangerous. In order to do 12, you got to do 1 through 11. So if you only did 1, 6, 7, and 12, guess what? You go to 14, your ass going to jail on treason charges. Because now you're trying to jump and buck the system. There's a public way and a private way. Queen B said, this is not your normal case. There has been some shady deals compromised together behind closed doors before M. Kelly was arrested. I totally agree. Oh, Mr. Kelly, okay. I totally agree. Tight talk, hey, babe. I totally agree. I am not disagreeing with y'all. I haven't seen nothing yet that I need to disagree with. But the problem is, you listen to the call, right? And Judge Donnelly said, what about the extradition? The government said, we put it in already. But then they said, the council wanted him to stay in Chicago. You know what that's telling me? That somebody didn't want to travel. So if you can tell me that the council wanted him in Chicago because he likes it there, I'm sorry. You hired me to do a job, right? I don't give a fuck if you like it in Chicago or not. We going to New York. I'm going to fight to get you visitation, possibly an apartment. We're going to sit down. We're going to break this shit down piece by piece. Every day. We got to go through motions. Get your coffee, get your tea, get your egg white bites. Let's go. We're going to lock ourselves in. And when you have lawyers that's willing to do that, even though they're working for the client, you got to have that lawyer that's dog enough to tell a client, we ain't doing that right now. We locking ourselves in. If we lose, we going to lose going down. We gonna lose going down if we lose. But just know that if we get knocked out, we knock that motherfucker out first, and he just got back up. So when they knock us out, we gonna get back up too, and that's just gonna be a dogfight. This is what I tell everybody: pay attention to the moves. Now the question is, where do Greenberg go from here? And we got a lot of internet lawyers. A lot of internet lawyers. But I keep pushing it. I keep saying, Doug. A lot of people like, why? Look at his track record. The prosecution jumped hurdles. A normal jury was not considered. They utilized the grand jury. This is why Mr. Kelly is incarcerated. Yeah and no. Yeah and no. Yeah and no. I think he's still incarcerated behind, lackluster situations. I just think they didn't prior to it. I just think that Robert being home wasn't a priority. And when Judge Donnelly seen it, and she had a chance to snatch it back from him, she ain't never let it go. But y'all see when Doug had and Donnelly on the ropes, she was about to let him she about to give it to him. But Doug Greenberg came in and said what he said. And another thing you gotta understand is this. Chris Starry said, praying Doug take over as lead, free kills. Man, if he see that, he'd probably be laughing his head off. Pray Doug take over as lead, free kills, man. Hey, I pray too. I knew he was no good when he allowed RSK to do that interview with Gail King. Remember, Greenberg said he wasn't there. Big liar. Well, we all know that he was there. We all know he was there. We all know that Daryl Johnson is his publicist. We all know that. But I have a question. Why is him and Avenatti so personal? Like they used to be friends or something. That was always a strange interaction to me. Why was he so personal? I mean, it just didn't make sense. Like, personal shots. I don't know. I guess that's something that I'll never get to the bottom of. But hey, it's 10:32. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm sweating like crazy right now. I'm taking this tea that's pushing everything out. If y'all can see me, I look like a pumpkin. I got on some Long Johns. I have on some thermal joints. Dana, they beat this New York case. The other case going to be dropped. Lawrence, I'm going to say this. I will always think that. But I'm going to say, because there's so much money invested, that they're going to try to stretch it out. I'm going to tell you, the New York case is hard. The Chicago case is staged. I'm afraid of that Minnesota stuff, though. I don't know if it was thrown all the way out, but if he got to go to Minnesota, that's a racist town, man. Thank you so much, Queen B. I'm going to try. That's a racist town. Let me see what y'all say. Greenberg was in over his head. He tweeted days ago about the law. They trying to put R. Kelly, I think it was on ego thing, my opinion. Hey, I don't feel confident about that damn judge and Donnelly. That is the same judge that run in circles with the prosecutor from Central Park 5. Somebody been doing their homework. Somebody been doing their homework. Hi. Hey, E. Jennings. So did Greenberg and Johnson split the $1 million for the interview? I don't know nothing about that. And you won't catch me saying nothing false. I don't know. If I don't know, I tell you I don't know. Okay, Georgia girl, thank you. I'm trying to put them floors in me. Can't they put in a motion to change the judge in New York? Mona, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I do know they can ask for a change of venue. That will be weird though. EJ's still sweating like a runaway slave at work, man. I know how it is. They can do a change of venue. I was pissed when the judge cut him off from speaking, but it was a good thing. Lawyer's supposed to speak for him, right? I'm glad you brought that up. Now, I'm going to ask you, why do you think Ann Donnelly cut Robert off from speaking? Why do y'all think? I'm going to give you my point of view. By me knowing Robert, he was about to tear Greenberg a new butthole in a nice way because of what he did to Nicole. Robert ain't going to play that. He don't care where it's at. And that would have turned Ann Donnelly trial court on the phone into a circus for real. Because you would have heard some stuff y'all ain't never heard before. So, why do y'all think she cut him off? As she said, how much time is he facing? And who? How much time is who facing? How much time is he facing in Minnesota? Well, you know, that's hard to talk about, Ashley, because Minnesota can make their own time. They don't have a set guideline. Minnesota can, just like with the Derek Chauvin joint, they can go over if they want, or they can go under, or they can give you just a median. Minnesota is just like Fed court. It depends on how the judge feels. Prayers for RK. Definitely prayers for Robert. Boom. There you go. Smash the like button. Hey, Fatty Pack. I'm sick. It's bad enough. Hold on. It's bad enough they did enough with the Derek Chauvin case, and it should be the last place for Rob to go to is Minnesota. Well, hey. Happens. Because he found out things that was going on. Yep. Agree, Juanita. Fool's Playground. Mike Jones, Don Snow. Look, I'm not playing that in my chat, man. And you can take that somewhere else. Mike Jones is not Don Snow. We ain't going to play that. And Donnelly, in my opinion, has a deal with the prosecution to silence and keep Mr. Kelly out of the picture as long as possible. Queen B, why do you feel that way? I'm trying to figure out where you're coming from with that. Why do you feel that way? Come on, get your questions up here. I was side-eyeing Greenberg for a hot minute because of the stuff going on with him. Special thanks to Sis Prima Donna. Of course. I don't know. Prima Donna is everything. Don't forget, go holler at Sis Patreon. If you ain't subscribed to Prima Donna Patreon, go subscribe to Prima Donna Patreon. If you need one of them goddamn cakes, one of them pies, go get Prima Donna Cake and Pie. Man, look, I don't want to shout everybody business out because right now I'm like woozy right now. But hey, I'm trying to hang as long as I can. I don't know how I got sick, Fantasia. I don't know what happened. I think sleeping under the air and I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. Miss Lady T, something wrong with your phone then if you said there's no it's no sound. Something wrong with your phone. I feel the prosecution is telling Donnelly how to go about handling Mr. Kelly's case. How? If you feel as though the prosecution is doing that, how is Ann Donnelly even able to be a lawyer? I mean, Jesus. How is she even able to be a judge? Here's what you first got to realize. What kind of judge is Ann Donnelly? And if somebody say a federal judge, they need to not talk anymore. Now we're going to talk law. First of all, you got to find out what type of judge is Ann Donnelly. Is she a magistrate or is she a federal demand? A federal demand is someone who can sign orders and without sending them up. A magistrate, federal judge, someone who makes what is that? Not assumptions. They make judgments. And it goes up, and the federal demand judge, he or she would look at it, and if he agreed with it, he'd sign off on it. If he don't, he'd remand it back to that magistrate judge and check off what he want change. Greenberg was working with the prosecutors the whole time. Let's not do that. Let's not jump the gun like everybody else does. Until we have concrete evidence, let's say allegedly, we speculate or we assume. That's how you do that part. Because over here, I don't want nobody to be looked at as a liar. So, if you throw them words in there first, we assume. I'm assuming. I'm speculating. That also saves you from lawsuits too. Because that's all you need is for Greenberg to look at him and be like, they slandering my name. That's unnecessary drama. Right. It might have been something he was going to say. He was ready. He said, absolutely, Your Honor. Strong voice. Yeah. 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 Why is there a new song out by R. Kelly? Cooper. Can somebody send me the link to the new song? I've been sick, so I haven't been up on it. But what new song is you talking about? I got some Proud Granny shirts. We can't hear, Dana. What? And you can't what, Miss Lady T? Okay. I will research further, Dana, to get more insight. We'll have more details in your next live. Definitely. Let's politic off of it. Matter of fact, my next live, if I'm feeling better, it's going to be a panel. And I want to do it tomorrow morning. Trust me. When I break this new detail out, y'all going to go crazy. Hashtag Granny Squad on YouTube. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Man, if they're going to shut my channel down, they're going to do it. I live with no regrets and no fear. Yes. I'm doing a part 2 tomorrow to this live. And hopefully I'll be in better shape and we can rumble. We can go. We can bring some law books out. We can go do some researching. Anything to help Robert. Oh, don't forget my Patreon, y'all. I got a Patreon. Official DanaJay. Don't forget my Patreon. I've been sick, so I didn't get around to it. But tomorrow evening, I want to say about 8 p.m., I will be loading all paperwork into my Patreon. It's only $10. A monthly subscription of $10 per person. So I will be putting all paperwork in there. Also, I'm not hard up for cash. So if you come in there with drama, stealing material, I will put you out and I will block you for good. All of my channels are drama free. We ain't doing that. My stance is just food for thought right there. Yeah. My stance is just food for thought right there. Yeah. I like the way you think though. And I like the path that you're on. That's why I'm asking, like, look, go do some research. Let's knock it down. Let's do some things. Let's sit back and politic on some stuff. Make me go to the law book and say, what is she talking about? Great laugh, Dana. I sent some subscribers from my channel here for updates on RK. So if you see new people, I appreciate Georgia Girl, and definitely I'm always sending love over there to you. Don't forget, y'all, go like, share, subscribe, Georgia Girl. She got some great content over there. Go hit up Fantasia. She got some great content. Go hit up Brooke. Got some great content. Miss Lady T Dixon even started her channel. If y'all want to walk and listen to some music, go to Miss Lady T channel. Y'all gonna walk and listen to music. Don't forget, go to Fat Boy channel. Reverend channel. If you're doing sports or anything, definitely. Who else? Y'all know the normals. Prima Donna, Sky Zone, Senator Sane. Y'all know the normals. I'm looking to do an all-male panel next week. I got a hot topic. I won't release it, but I'm looking to do an all-male panel. And the week after that, I'm looking to do an all-female panel, which I will not run. Whenever I do female panels, it will be a female running it. I won't even be on the screen because I want to hear what the ladies say. I want to hear y'all point of view. But for the fellas, I'm going to moderate it. I'm going to run it. We're going to be on the panel, and we're going to talk. You got me on YouTube? Okay. Who else got merchandise business? Then I took all my 2 cents out. Why? Why? So, yeah, Willie said, if y'all want to contribute, okay. If y'all want to contribute to the channel, you can hit my Cash App, $official DanaJay. You can hit my PayPal, https, paypal.me//Daintez Jackson, spelled DAINTEZ, last name Jackson, right? You cannot afford to go to court. We're talk. Do you really want to go? With Greenberg being out, this makes me think back to Daryl Johnson and Mike Avenatti. Was Greenberg in cahoots with Avenatti, or was Daryl Johnson playing both sides against the middle? Things that make you go, J-Rock. Or was Greenberg playing both sides in the middle? Stuff you got to think about. Stuff that's going on now that's going to take you back to the beginning. I'm telling you. Stuff that going now. Hold on. I gotta try to join your Patreon again. I tried to once. I'm not sure what happened. Okay. Cool. Let me know if you're able to. Smash the like button. What's up, Robert? Man. Feeling terrible. But Dana, take your butt to bed and take some medicine. Man. Sleepy ain't the word. I ain't even sleepy. It's like my body aching. It's like it's hurting. Georgia girl, what's the name of your channel? Oh. Yo. Georgia girl says she's selling t-shirts, mugs, and bags. So, look. Oh, shoot. Oh. Ooh. So, what we're going to do is... Thank you so much, Fanny. How's baby girl doing? Me and Fantasia going to fight, yo. I may jump off your channel for the first with the lady panel. Okay, cool. 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 What's the topic for the all-male panel? I'm not going to release until I get close to next Friday. And then I'm going to put up there. That's prima donna stuff. Damn, Willie got more links than a little bit. Time. You not like positive stuff. Tomorrow, I'm going live at 11:30. I'm going live at 11:30. Man, I'm not taking that COVID shot. Y'all crazy. I'm not doing that. That's Brooke channel. I seen you the first time, Queen B. I got that upstairs. I'm not gonna fight your sister, man. Okay. But look, that's what we doing. We staying sucker free, drama free. We going in one motion. Like I said, all paperwork I will be uploading at 8 p.m. and my Patreon tomorrow. Only thing I can say, man, is keep everybody abreast. Pray for one another. You know, it is what it is. Sky Zone channel. Okay. Then I got a homegirl who worked for my hometown radio station, and she told me she ran into one of R. Kelly's accusers at a Genuine concert and said she wasn't held hostage. Hey, J-Rock, hit me. And you got my email, right? Hit me. Hit me. Definitely. Hit my email. Let me know it's you. I send you my personal message. I send you my personal number, and we'll sit down and politic and talk. Maybe we need to get up with your homegirl. I get on the radio. Ain't nothing. But look, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Y'all be blessed. I thank everybody for being here. I peaked today at 194. I thank all of y'all. Right now, I'm sitting at 157. Look. You don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. Be someone important. Be yourself. Elephants don't swat flies. You kill negativity, hate, and lies with truth, honesty, and respect. All right? So, until next time. Also, anybody that's trying to be an actor, an inspired actor, email me ASAP. I'll be up for another 40 minutes. I got an opportunity that just opened up, so I'm going to share it with everybody. Only for people who are actors or actresses. Or if you can sing and do both. Email me at bookdanajay, @gmail.com. Book, BOOK, DANAJAY at gmail.com. Alright, y'all be blessed. Love every last one of y'all. Dream team for life, baby. We out.
Away from the door,